Now fly! Fly!
Number 20. Professor Marvel tricks Dorothy into going home. Dorothy and Toto run off before Miss Gulch realizes Toto's escaped, and they soon stumble upon Professor Marvel, where Toto wastes no time making himself at home.
Toto, that's not polite. We haven't been asked yet.
Oh, he's perfectly welcome. As one dog to another, huh?
It doesn't take long for the professor to figure out that Dorothy's on the run. At first, you might have thought that he was just a charlatan trying to trick a sweet, naive girl, or maybe you, like Dorothy, believed he was a real fortune teller.
Why, she's crying. Someone has hurt her. Someone has just about broken her heart.
Me?
Well, it's someone she loves very much. Someone she's been very kind to.
But in truth, he uses his gift to convince her to go back home. Clearly, this isn't the first time dealing with a runaway teen. Sure, he could have kept her safe from the storm, but at least he checks in on her later.
Hello there. Anybody home? I just dropped by because I heard the little girl got caught in the big... Well, she seems all right now.
Number 19. Scarecrow recites Pythagorean theorem. Well, not exactly. After the wizard gives the Scarecrow his diploma, he proudly shows off his newfound brains by quoting the Pythagorean theorem.
Sum of the square roots of any two sides of an isosceles triangle is equal to the square root of the remaining side. Oh, joy! Rapture! I've got a brain!
But the math whizzes among us will know he doesn't get it quite right. The Scarecrow specifically mentions isosceles triangles, whereas the theorem actually applies to right-angled ones. But hey, it's his first day with a brain, so we'll cut him some slack.
But that's so easy. I should have thought of it for you.
We could have spent every math lesson at school covering the subject and probably still couldn't tell you what it meant. While his newfound intelligence is impressive, his geometry skills could use some work. Then again, how often does the Pythagorean theorem come up in a Scarecrow's line of work?
You see? I can't even scare a crow. They come from miles around just to eat in my field and laugh in my face. Oh, I'm a failure because I haven't got a brain.
Number 18. Dorothy's dress has pockets. The perfect dress isn't just pretty and comfortable, it has pockets. While it seems like a rare find these days, Dorothy seems to have lucked out. When the Cowardly Lion bursts into tears after Dorothy defends Toto, she reaches into her dress pocket for a tissue.
That's awfully nice of you. My life has been simply unbearable.
Oh, well, it's all right now. The wizard will fix everything.
As kids, we probably focused on the hilarity of this grand beast having a little cry, but as adults, we're captivated by this unexpected detail. Also, who designed those ruby slippers? We can't imagine taking on an epic adventure with so much walking and skipping in heels.
He is a wizard of whiz, if ever a whiz there was. If ever a whiz there was, the Wizard of Oz is one because of the wonderful things he does.
And while we're at it, does Oz's magic also let your hair unexpectedly change length? That would save a fortune on haircuts.
My, people come and go so quickly here.
Number 17. Where does the red brick road lead? Before Glinda and Dorothy part ways in Munchkinland, the Good Witch advises Dorothy to follow the yellow brick road to reach the Emerald City and find the wizard.
How do I start for Emerald City?
It's always best to start at the beginning, and all you do is follow the yellow brick road.
However, you probably noticed that, at least at first, it's paired with a red brick road. Only before we have a chance to properly question it, we're distracted by the Munchkins' fun little ditty.
Follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road.
Only now that we think about it, where does it lead? L. Frank Baum stories don't mention a red path, though in several illustrations the map of Oz marks Quadling Country in red. Is it a warning sign, like peril ahead? It's not like Dorothy's trip down the yellow brick road was a breezy stroll in the park.
Aha! So, you won't take warning, eh? All the worse for you, then. I'll take care of you now instead of later.
Number 16. A Disney connection. What do The Wizard of Oz and Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs have in common? If you said both feature Adriana Caselotti's voice, you're correct. You might not know her by name or face, but you'll definitely recognize her voice.
Just whistle while you work, and and cheerfully together we can tidy up the place.
Yes, Snow White herself voices Juliet during the Tin Man song.
Picture me a balcony, above a voice sings low.
Wherefore art thou, Romeo?
The story goes that Walt Disney was so determined to keep his first full-length feature film's princess feel real that he didn't want her distinctive voice traced back to an actual person. Sadly, this stunted Casalotti's career. In a beautiful twist, though, without Snow White, The Wizard of Oz might have never been made. It showed studios that audiences craved family-friendly, fantastical tales.
That was wonderful.
Number 15. Did Dorothy dream at all? We've all had those incredibly vivid dreams that feel real until we wake up. However, even our most lifelike dreams probably aren't as intricate or as filled with life lessons as Dorothy's.
If I ever go looking for my heart's desire again, I won't look any further than my own backyard. Because if it isn't there, I never really lost it to begin with.
Even when she wakes up surrounded by loved ones, she's still not entirely sure Oz isn't real. Maybe she read the books. One Reddit user theorized that Oz might be an alternate reality rather than just a dream, given how several people from Dorothy's real life appear there.
We dream lots of silly things when we...
No, Aunt Em. This was a real, truly live place. And I remember that some of it wasn't very nice, but most of it was beautiful.
They suggest that Dorothy had to crush the Wicked Witch of the East, her alter ego in this realm, to avoid paradoxes. Perhaps this was Dorothy's way of confronting her less desirable traits. Now that's one powerful imagination. Number 14. There are loads of very quotable life lessons. As we said, Dorothy learned some valuable lessons in Oz, but as you grow up, you realize the movie offers even more profound moments for the audience to learn from, too. For example,
Some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
hits especially hard with age. The Wizard of Oz did try to warn us. You might also find yourself agreeing that
That a heart is not judged by how much you love, but by how much you are loved by others.
it even gave us a great message for life's darker periods. As the gang wanders through the dark and creepy forest, Scarecrow notes that,
No, but I think it'll get darker before it gets lighter.
which is often a true reflection of reality. Decades later, there's still no place like the Wizard of Oz for those timeless takeaways.
What have you learned, Dorothy?
Number 13. Couldn't Glinda tell if Dorothy is a good witch or a bad witch? When Glinda first meets Dorothy, she explains that she was summoned by the Munchkins to determine whether Dorothy is a good witch or a bad one. After some confusion, Dorothy seems a little offended by the question since she grew up learning that all witches are old and ugly, which is a whole other issue for another time.
And so what the Munchkins want to know is, are you a good witch or a bad witch?
But I've already told you, I'm not a witch at all. Witches are old and ugly.
Anyway, Glinda gently corrects her. But wait a minute, if only bad witches are ugly, wasn't her question to Dorothy kind of pointless?
I'm Glinda, the Witch of the North.
You are? Oh, I beg your pardon, but I've never heard of a beautiful witch before.
Only bad witches are ugly.
Couldn't she just tell by looking at her? And what about Toto? What kind of witch did she think he was? She didn't exactly lay out the rules for adorable witches.
I'm not a witch at all. I'm Dorothy Gale from Kansas.
Oh, well, is that the witch?
Oh, Toto? Toto's my dog.
Number 12. The Horse of a Different Color. After Dorothy and her friends arrive at the Emerald City, they ask a local cabbie to take them to see the wizard.
Cabby! Cabby! Just what you're looking for. Take you any place in the city we does.
Would you take us to see the wizard?
The wizard? The wizard? I can't. Where? Yes, of course.
As they hop on board, Dorothy notices something unusual about the horse pulling their carriage. It changes color. As kids, the idea of a magical color-changing horse was mind-blowing.
I've never seen a horse like that before.
No, and never will again, I fancy. There's only one of him, and he's it. He's the horse of a different color you've heard tell about.
What we probably didn't realize, though, is that a horse of a different color is also an idiom. That means something completely different or unrelated. While there might not be a direct connection, this horse definitely lives up to the phrase. Oh, and if you're wondering how they pulled off the effect, apparently, contrary to popular belief, it was vegetable dye.
Jolly good fun! Ha ha ha! Ho ho ho! And a couple of tra-la-las. That's how we laugh the day away in the merry old land of Oz.
Number 11. The Jitterbug. Apparently, during initial previews, producers felt the movie was too long and made some cuts, including the Jitterbug scene. In it, the witch sends bugs to make Dorothy and her friends dance until they drop.
Spooks, I do believe in spooks. I do believe in spooks. I do.
You'll believe in more than that before I'm finished with you.
Sadly, the footage wasn't preserved, but you can find rehearsal visuals and recordings of Garland singing the song.
Hiding in the treetops, it's that rascal, the Jitterbug.
While the scene was cut for time, there's still a reference to those bugs in the movie. When the Wicked Witch sends her flying monkeys to capture Dorothy, she tells them not to expect much of a struggle.
Haunted forest, and bring me that girl and her dog. Do what you like with the others, but I want her alive and unharmed. They'll give you no trouble, I promise you that. I've sent a little insect on ahead to take the fight out of them.
Well, it seems those insects got lost somewhere in the forest because those flying minions faced more of a fight than promised. Number 10. The special effects are super impressive. Kids watching today, or even 30 years ago, wouldn't even flinch as Dorothy leaves her sepia home and enters the Technicolor Munchkinland.
Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
They might have even thought the initial lack of color was just a glitch. But imagine seeing it for the first time in 1939. That moment Dorothy steps out of her front door would have blown your mind.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Just like I knew it would be. He really must be a wonderful wizard to live in a city like that.
The movie was one of the frontrunners in special effects innovation, using cutting-edge technology to bring L. Frank Baum's fantastic world to life. Apparently, it was a long process that posed plenty of challenges. However, it played a crucial role in making The Wizard of Oz an iconic piece of cinema history.
She brings you good news, or haven't you heard? When she fell out of Kansas, a miracle occurred.
Number 9. Where are Dorothy's parents? When we first meet Dorothy Gale, she's pretty happy living on a farm with her Uncle Henry and Aunt Em.
Come on, we'll go tell Uncle Henry and Auntie Em.
Still, we can't help but wonder where her parents are. They're never mentioned in the film, so for all we know, they could be anywhere from chasing their own rainbows to no longer around. If you've read the books, you might remember that at one point, it's briefly mentioned that Dorothy's mother passed away. Still, neither the book nor the movie truly delves into how Dorothy came to live with her aunt and uncle.
Someone she's been very kind to. Someone she's taken care of in sickness.
I had the measles once, and she stayed right by me every minute.
Also, are they biologically related, or does she just call them auntie and uncle as a term of affection?
Because I love you all. And, oh, Auntie Em, there's no place like home.
Number 8. The Wicked Witch of the West's hygiene habits. If it takes a mere bucket of water to melt this witch, how does she keep up with her personal cleanliness?
Go through that water! You cursed brat! Look what you've done!
If she's not bathing or washing her hands, what is she doing? Has she conjured up some liquidless alternatives like the hand sanitizer gels we've all become dependent on these days? Or did she ask the wizard to think up some solution? Perhaps the real reason the Munchkins fear her is because they can always smell her before they see her. Also, is she cranky because she's always dehydrated? We admit we've fallen down the rabbit hole with this one, but once you think about it, it's kind of hard to stop.
I'm melting! Melting! Oh, what a world! What a world! Who would have thought a good little girl like you could destroy my beautiful wickedness?
Number 7. Is Glinda really all that good? In Wicked, we learn that the wizard bestowed the title of good on Glinda.
When you bowed before his throne, he decreed you'd hence be known as Glinda the Good, officially.
However, who gave her 1939 MGM counterpart that name? We'd like to have a word. Firstly, she seems to enjoy the Munchkins' celebratory march more than anyone else. Also, let's not forget who put the target on Dorothy's back. Or more correctly, those shoes on her feet.
Keep tight inside of them. Their magic must be very powerful, or she wouldn't want them so badly.
You stay out of this, Glinda, or I'll fix you as well.
Oh, rubbish. You have no power here. Be gone before somebody drops the house on you, too.
She probably made Dorothy's trip to the Emerald City that much harder. Also, if she could help Dorothy get home, was that whole she had to learn it for herself thing really necessary?
You've always had the power to go back to Kansas.
I have.
Then why didn't you tell her before?
Because she wouldn't have believed me. She had to learn it for herself.
If anything, Dorothy's reaction in Mad TV's alternate ending makes far more sense. Perhaps Glinda, Mistress of Chaos, is more appropriate.
Flick your heels and say, there's no place like home. There's no place like home. And you'd have been home in 2 seconds.
I could have been home 2 seconds after I got here!
Number 6. Frank Morgan was kept very busy on set. We first see Frank Morgan as Professor Marvel, whom Dorothy meets when she runs away from home.
They don't understand you at home. They don't appreciate you. You want to see other lands, big cities, big mountains, big oceans.
Why, it's just like you could read what was inside of me.
Now, pop quiz. Who is his Oz counterpart? A. The Wizard. B. 2 different Emerald City guards. Or C. The coachman of the horse of a different color. If you said, surprise D, all of the above, gold star for you. Some folks think there's more to it than just the studio trying to save money or show off Morgan's acting skills.
I'll get you into the wizard somehow. Come on. I hadn't had him myself once.
In Baum's books, the Emerald City residents seemingly wore green lens glasses that created the illusion of this spectacular city. Likewise, Morgan's wizard may have embodied the various characters to keep up his charade.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. The Gwaylin Oz has spoken.
Number 5. Fly, fly, my pretties. Remember that scene where the Wicked Witch sends her flying monkeys to capture Dorothy?
Take your army to the haunted forest and bring me that girl and her dog. Do what you like with the others, but I want her alive and unharmed. They'll give you no trouble, I promise you that.
Of course you do. Those flying monkeys have fueled kids' nightmares for generations. Now, do you remember what she says as they fly by her window? Did you say, fly, my pretties? Sorry to break it to you, but you've been had by the Mandela effect. Don't believe us? Listen again.
Now fly! Fly!
Why have so many of us misremembered it? Well, the witch tends to call Dorothy my pretty, so it seems we collectively just melded the 2 quotes together. It's not the only misremembered line either. Next time you watch, see if you can hear any others. Here, we'll get you started.
But it wasn't a dream. It was a place. And you, and you, and you, and you were there.
Oh,
But you couldn't have been, could you?
Number 4. Does Miss Gulch ever come back for Toto? The movie opens with Dorothy and Toto catching the ire of the local shrew, Miss Gulch.
She isn't coming yet, Toto. Did she hurt you? She tried to, didn't she? Come on, we'll go tell Uncle Henry and Auntie Em. Come on.
However, Toto manages to escape. Then there's the twister and so on. Fast forward to the end, Dorothy wakes up thinking she's been away for days. Only it seems not even 1 day has passed. That's one powerful subconscious.
But I did leave you, Uncle Henry. That's just the trouble. And I tried to get back for days and days.
There, lie quiet now. You just had a bad dream.
Anyway, given how things were left with Miss Gulch, wouldn't she come back for Toto when she realized he'd escaped? Dorothy's guardians had obeyed the sheriff's order the first time.
We can't go against the law, Dorothy. I'm afraid poor Toto will have to go.
Now you're seeing reason. Here's what I'm taking him in. So he can't attack me again.
Oh, no, I won't let you take him. You go away, or I'll bite you myself.
Dorothy!
Imagine if Dorothy woke up from her dream to find her beloved pet gone. Perhaps Miss Gulch did return, but this time, Aunt Em really let her have it.
Just because you own half the county doesn't mean you have the power to run the rest of us. For 23 years, I've been dying to tell you what I thought of you. And now, well, being a Christian woman, I can't say it.
Number 3. Dorothy's shoes are meant to be silver. Baum's fans might spot nods to the books throughout the movie. For example, see the umbrella on Miss Gulch's bicycle? In the books, the witch, Gulch's Aussian alter ego, uses an umbrella, not a broomstick, which makes sense given her water aversion. The wooden sawhorse is also a nod to a book character, and readers will recognize the golden gap as the tool the witch uses to control her flying monkeys.
Somebody always helps that girl. But shoes or no shoes, I'm still great enough to conquer her. And woe to those who try to stop her.
However, one significant change stands out: Dorothy's shoes. In the books, they're silver, but this famous pair clearly aren't. Well, if you'd invested in the latest Technicolor movie tech, wouldn't you want to make those shoes shine?
When I gain those ruby slippers, my power will be the greatest in Oz.
There's no denying that Ruby really pops. Number 2. Who's Glinda's Kansas alter ego? As we've seen, almost everyone Dorothy meets in Oz has a Kansas counterpart.
Now look at Dorothy, you ain't using your head about, Miss Gulch. Think you didn't have any brains at all.
I have so got brains.
Well, why don't you use them?
Indeed, this is teased in one of the earliest scenes where two of the farmhands advise Dorothy about her brains and courage. There was reportedly also meant to be a line about a machine with real heart, but it got cut. Still, one mystery remains. Who's Dorothy's real-world Glinda?
I am a witch. I'm Glinda, the Witch of the North.
You are? Oh, I beg your pardon, but I've never heard of a beautiful witch before.
We certainly don't meet anyone who fits the bill except maybe Aunt Em, but then wouldn't she be played by the same actress like all the others? Perhaps she represents Dorothy's mother. Glinda was apparently inspired by Baum's mother-in-law, author and advocate Matilda Joslyn Gage, so there's definitely some motherly connection there.
Will you help me? Can you help me?
You don't need to be helped any longer. You've always had the power to go back to Kansas.
I have.
Then why didn't you tell her before?
Because she wouldn't have believed me.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Dorothy's daughter hearts the Tin Man's son. Jack Haley's Tin Man found his heart, so his son, Jack Haley Jr., could give it, for a brief time at least, to Liza Minnelli. I think I'll miss you most of all. The Tin Man may have found his heart, but it looks like the Scarecrow stole Dorothy's.
I think I'll miss you most of all.
Oil can what? So simple. So funny.
He said oil can.
Oil can what?
Why was there even a bucket of water laying about the witch's castle? Didn't she know what water could do to her? Was someone just careless? Or perhaps it was no accident.
No, that water! You cursed brat! Look what you've done! I'm melting! Melting!
Dorothy looks pretty clean for someone who's just fallen into a pigsty. We guess Oz isn't the only land with magic.
Are you all right, Dorothy?
Yes, I'm all right. Oh, I fell in and see. Why, see, you're just as scared as I am.
Number 1. Wouldn't you be mad if you were in the Wicked Witch's shoes? Or weren't in them, to be more accurate. Think about it. She's just found out that her sister had been flattened by a falling house. She thinks about those ruby shoes and how she'll fondly remember her late sister every time she clicks her heels together.
No, it was an accident. I didn't mean to kill anybody.
Well, my little pretty, I can cause accidents too.
Aren't you forgetting the ruby slippers?
The slippers. Yes, the slippers.
Only what happens? Some meddling witch who audaciously calls herself good decides to take them. And who does she give them to? That's right, the very girl who's responsible for your sister's demise.
They're gone. The ruby slippers. What have you done with them? Give them back to me or I'll...
It's too late. There they are, and there they'll stay.
Sure, it wasn't deliberate, but that's neither here nor there right now. We're not denying that this witch truly is wicked, but come on, don't tell us you wouldn't be mad too.
Take special care of those ruby slippers. I want those most of all.
Did you catch any Wizard of Oz details that only stood out once you were older? Drop down into the comment section like a house in Munchkinland and share them with us.
No, she had to find it out for herself.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.